You also don't have a wife that loves you either.
I don't
You
need.
have
I don't
nothing.
need one. I don't need.
I know,
one.
and that's
Been
the
there,
problem.
done that.
It's men like you that get on the internet that don't believe they need women that is advising young men. That is the problem. No man that don't believe he need a woman should be giving advice about women. It's already wrong and skewed.
Brother, I got options and I'm not in motherfucking.
No, you don't. No, you don't. So what are you on here doing then?
Let's not change the conversation.
What are you on here doing?
You said I don't have. You said I'm unsuccessful. So
Very
tell
unsuccessful.
them how I'm unsuccessful. Tell them how I'm unsuccessful.
You look about 43. You're unwedded, unimportant to all, the patriarch of nothing, the leader of nothing. You get on the internet complaining about women.
How you know what make you think, brother? I'm 6'5", tall, handsome, chocolate.
That has nothing. You reciting your height 10 times don't make you not a loser.
You ain't gotta worry about my motherfucking pocket.
Okay.
That's why you get the red pill because you a tricking nigga.
Why you
about the motherfucking money he got?
Comparing yourself
first thing you
to
gonna
another
lead
man.
with. That's the first thing you gonna lead with. You paying for that marriage, nigga. That's why you still in it.
Last week on the Untouchable Super Panel.
Go ahead.
How are you convincing a man to get a woman? How do you convince a woman to like you when you already said there's a barrier entry? You have to meet her demands, which means you're already setting up the man for failure. He has to always go through her obstacles and prove himself to him. But if I do what you said, I'm fit. Dang, I like this girl. She fit too, but she doesn't like me. Let's do that barrier entry. I'm fit. She fit. How do I convince this woman who's fit too to like me?
So to answer your point, one, we're on the same side. Here's the problem with everybody in this era. Y'all comprehension skills is lacking. It's very reading and comprehension was a thing when I was growing up.
Go off track when y'all throw little digs at each
other. No, because it's I'm not being funny.
But
I'm not being funny.
You're not answering my question.
I'm about to answer the question. There's no.
If I'm a young man, if I'm
listen,
you're not answering.
Listen, I'm about to answer. I wanted to preface it like that because I don't believe.
I'm only stopping because me and you do this for a living, and you professionally, I watch you address people when they don't answer your question and run away from it. Please,
I'm going to answer your question. I want to.
If I'm a young man and I'm trying to date a fit woman and I'm fit, how do I convince this woman
that doesn't
whenever
you guys have done
to like me?
Let me answer your question, but I have to preface it like this. It's vital because I don't think, and I just generalize because I'm not trying to be malignant or point out anyone. I don't think in this era people are using their comprehension skills. So when someone says something, they're not really comprehending. They can hear the words, but they can't comprehend the message, probably because they have a very rudimentary understanding of whatever the topic is. So please try to comprehend what I'm about to say so that we don't lose the plot. If you're a young man, your example, and you like a woman that's fit and you're fit, if she don't like you, there is a reason why she don't like you. If you get to the crux of that reason, there is a possibility, using your language, listen, let me land, that you can bypass that. Here's the caveat. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. The caveat of trying to, this is what I teach my mentees, of trying to convince someone or contort, bend, and meander to what they like, you might get them. But the downside of that is you definitely going to lose them.
If I was
Bali, you look confused. I'll say this, and then you take the floor. You look confused by the end tell of that. Just because you could don't mean you should. You could convince somebody to be in love with you. You could convince somebody to go on a date with you. It's possible. But just because you could don't mean you should. See, you conflating the fact that there won't be consequences for doing what you're doing. That's a different point. We weren't talking about the consequences. Can you do it? Sure. Should you do it? Probably not. Because on the downside of that,
you saying what I said. I said
you're on the same page.
I said that. I did not start off by saying Ali. Did not start off by saying we weren't on the same page.
Now we're on the.
No. We were always on the same page. I just lacked. I wasn't able to convince.
No, we weren't always on the same.
I know. Well, they would make it
true.
They
make it true.
I said it, my brother. You just wasn't comprehending, so I tried to find the language to bridge the gap. I just tried to find a language to bridge the gap.
Yeah, there's no. So, brother, please, first and foremost, brother, please stop throwing jazz with short arms. Okay, all right, just stop.
I love that platitude. That's one of my favorite platitudes.
Listen, man, I get why a lot of brothers will say, here's why you do not want to date or marry here in America. I understand 1000%. To custody, to child support, to alimony, to how women can just use the system against men and just to gain leverage. I get it, right? I get it, and I get how American women are. Right, but it is kind of detrimental when we sit here and tell other guys, hey man, listen, don't marry. And we're talking about, hey, don't marry or don't even date. Because when I hear guys say don't marry, right, it almost seems as if they're not trying to get into relationships. They just kind of just want to run through women. And of course, I'm not on here we don't preach running through women. Now, if that's something that you want to do, hey, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about it. I'm not going to sit here and condemn you. Do your thing. Do your thing. I might be sitting in the back corner. Hey, bro, hey, shoot, bro, how many more you trying to knock down? But also, I'm going to sit here and preach that, man, you going to want to be in a relationship. You should want to be married. That's the whole goal. That's the whole purpose, right? The whole purpose of life is to be fruitful, multiply, and have a family. Have a family. Now, if you get a woman, there should be no reason why you are going out here dealing with other women, unless if this woman is just not for you. Right. And then, of course, it would be time to give her up. Right. But overall, man, we do have guys and we see it on this platform. I see it on my channel. I see a lot of guys who will tell you, hey, man, listen, this is why I don't care for dating. This is why I don't care for marriage. I would say, man, this is something, finding a partner should be something that you should want to do just because you want to be able to share your things. Right. And in a sense of, for me, at least for me, I want to be able to have a partner that I can share my things with, that I can grow old with. I think that's something that everybody should strive for. That's something that we all should want to do. Why? Because we're not put on earth to live by ourselves. We're not put on earth to figure things out by ourselves. We have a village and we have a community for a reason. So, we got to freaking use it. And then when you're talking about the woman that's in our community, yeah, a lot of our women today, I feel like 98% of women today are feminists. However, I will say that, there are still good women around. There are some women who tend to have somewhat of a feminist mindset, but they are still they're still easy to mold. They're still easy. They're still coachable, right? You can still teach us some things. And once again, it's all about using discernment, and I get it. The pool is very small right now. Me personally, there will always be good women out there, right? But if I'm not mistaken, what these brothers are kind of hinting at is that no matter, if you can't be fit for this woman, but you have everything else, that doesn't mean you are going to keep her. To some degree, yes. To some degree, no. I think that, once again, being that you can make it up in other areas, make up attraction in other areas, I think you could definitely keep the chick. I definitely think she will still stay there, even if you aren't as fit. Now, of course, you got to freaking be fit. That's really going to nail it down, right? Women love men with fit bodies. So I definitely think that, hey, your woman will stay with you even if you do have multiple resources. If that's, if that's what he is pretty much shooting from. Hey man, listen, let's continue.
Stop throwing jabs with short arms, brother. You feel me?
I love that platitude. Good job.
Figuratively,
you use your whole frontal cortex for that one.
Figuratively and literally, brother. Again, like you said, you're a little fella. But anyway, let's do this, right?
I know. You must ain't seen my page. You a little guy.
I know.
You a little, and you little financially.
No, never that. But again, listen, bro. No matter where my wallet's in my pocket is, I'm bigger than you in every way, shape, form, or fashion, brother. So
well, again, it's cool to use your imagination.
Let's not make this about size, brother. Little fella.
Is that what you're called, Mr. Fantastic?
This is so entertaining.
Don't bail this little nigga out.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to bring light to
the stop. Smell the rope, baby. You didn't jump in when he was talking to me, so don't jump in now while I'm talking. My nigga. You lose your money, you lose everything. You a little nigga that likes.
You have nothing to lose. No, you the little nigga. I got 2 businesses and 4 properties. What do you got?
Darcy and T.I. We don't care.
What do you got?
Darcy and T.I.
What do you got?
Brother,
what do you have?
Enough to be on the same panel with you.
No, you are the patriarch of nothing. You are the patriarch of nothing
right now. Dark skin T.I.
My man, you couldn't. You can't pull out $50,000. You can't pull out $50,000. You sitting in a little hot apartment, boy. You ain't got $50,000 in the bank. You ain't got $50,000 in the bank.
How much money you got? I got more than that. We talk.
You ain't got $50,000 in the bank.
Why would you assume again? What makes you assume, brother?
Because you on the internet complaining. Because you're on the internet complaining about women.
You on the internet too, little nigga.
Complaining about women. First of
Are
all,
you
I'm not a
wait a
nigga. I'm a
minute.
king. I'm not a nigga. I'm a king. You a nigga, and
No,
you're the
you a nigga.
patriarch of nothing.
You a little
You're
nigga that
the
use
ruler of
big
nothing.
words.
You're
You a little nigga
unimportant.
that use big
You're
words to make
unwedded.
yourself feel
You have a
bigger and better.
rudimentary
That's why you keep
understanding.
talking about your house. That's why you keep talking about your money. You are insufficient in your own mind, little nigga.
Okay.
That's why you keep talking about what you got. I don't got to do that.
Okay.
I'm me.
You don't
That's
have
all I
anything
need is
to
me.
talk.
I
You
step in
have
the
no
room, I get
accolades.
respect. I ain't
You
got to
have
bring
no
up my
accolades.
motherfucking wallet.
This is
I ain't
marvelous.
got to
You
bring up my
don't have a
wallet. I ain't
wallet
got
to
to bring up
bring up.
nothing but me. You said
There's
it yourself. You
you
told
have
on yourself
nothing.
about your insecurities. You the one who said you didn't catch a grown
Okay.
person. You a grown man,
Okay.
nigga. You said that. We
What does
know you
that
got a
mean?
little man complex. You admitted it.
Okay.
So let's not
Okay.
do this.
All
You
right.
take away your
Now
money,
what?
you are nothing.
Now what?
You lose your money, brother, you might lose yourself.
No,
Okay,
if I
so let's
lose
get
my
away from
money,
that.
if I lose my money and I lose my family and I lose my common sense and I lose my physique, I will be Mr. Fantastic. I'll be
No, you
you.
wouldn't. You can't be. You can't
I'll
be
be
because
you,
you
because
too
you ain't
too small. You're
you
too
ain't.
again,
What do you
brother. You don't
have?
measure up.
Okay.
You don't measure up, brother.
To
Again, you
who?
the one that keep talking about I got
To
this, I got that,
who?
I got this, I
To
got that.
who?
Brother,
Because
that's your
stats
identity,
matter.
brother. That's
Stats
your
matter.
identity.
You
What
want to
facts?
live in a
What facts?
world
What
like
facts?
that. You want to live in a world with Donald Trump where stats don't matter. Your life is the total sum of your advice.
And what
So
is my
what is your
life?
advice tied to? What
What
is
is
your
my
advice
life?
tied to?
Now
When
tell
you
the
give
people my life,
relationship
brother.
advice, are you in a
Brother,
relationship with the
tell the
woman
people
of your
my life.
dreams?
Now, brother,
What is your advice tied to?
life,
I'm
no,
curious.
first and foremost, brother,
What
hold
is
on, hold on.
your advice anchored to? What
Hold
is
on.
your advice anchored to?
So hold on.
It
First
has to
off,
be anchored to success. You're
first,
not successful in
educate.
anything.
So educate the people on my failure. Then how am I a failure?
Do you give relationship advice?
No, I really don't. But tell the people
What
how much
kind
of
of
a
advice
failure
when
I
you
am.
get? So what are you on here
Hold on,
doing
let's
then?
not change the conversation.
What
No,
do you?
Six must be one of those guys. Six must be one of those guys.
One of those, bro. He might be a school shooter, my nigga. I'm telling you.
He calling himself king. He calling himself this. He ain't no jiggy. He ain't no this. And it's just sad, man, because guys, here's the thing, right? We're seeing how this whole conversation just turned because he want to take jabs, and it's just like, come on, bro, we got to be a little bit better than that. We got to be a little bit better than that. It seems like he straddled the fence, and he will sit here and placate for women, as you can hear him saying, right? You'll hear him definitely saying towards the end of the video, saying, "Hey, listen, you sit here and you talk against women, you this, you that," and this is almost like you must be one of those guys, man, who pander to women, right? I feel like he panders to women, very sensitive in my opinion, right? But this is my first time seeing him, so let's continue.
On here
You
doing
said I don't have. You said I'm unsuccessful. So
very
tell them
unsuccessful.
how I'm unsuccessful. Tell them how I'm unsuccessful.
You look about 43. You're unwedded, unimportant to all. The patriarch of nothing, the leader of nothing. You get on the internet complaining about women. That's why. That's why. That's
Okay.
why. You're
Okay.
complaining
You
about the
look.
very thing you're trying to give people advice on, and
You
you
look
have no
about.
success attached
Okay.
to that.
Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn.
You have no
Now you look.
success attached to that.
Now you look the same 43 with a Beijing beard, some
Okay.
big motherfucking sunglasses, a fucked up motherfucking hairline.
Right.
You're 5'11" as a grown man.
Right.
All you do is talk about. Hold on, brother. I didn't give no
Right.
ad libs. I don't need no young Jeezy, brother. I got this.
Right.
Okay.
Go
Now,
ahead.
as a patriarch part, brother, I
Okay.
got three of them. Okay.
You got
That's
three what?
chillin', brother. Chillin'. I'm from
Who?
Georgia. All right, chillin'.
Also, you bragging about creating broken homes. Go ahead.
No, not at all. So no, I'm not
Go
bragging
ahead.
about.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know how
Go
my
ahead.
children were made.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, but again, brother, listen, what I'm saying, you know, even my gene pool is superior to yours, bro.
Okay.
Even my gene pool, my brother.
Okay.
I got 6 foot tall, 20-year-olds, a boy
Okay.
and a girl. You feel me?
Okay.
So, brother, again, I walk into a
Even
room.
with all that being
Hold on,
said,
my nigga, I
your
didn't cut you
height,
off while you were talking. Stop it.
ain't got you nothing. You have
I am,
nothing.
brother.
What
I am
advantage did your height give you?
That's
Stop
kind of
talking,
like
bro.
slave talk
I am
right there.
I am retired. I am retired at this 42, by the way. You almost got close, brother. But you know what? I don't have the Beijing my beard. I let the
You
wisdom
also don't
flow.
have a wife that loves you either.
I don't
You
need
have
one. I don't need
I
one,
know,
brother.
and that's
Been
the
there, I've done
problem.
that.
It's men
I have
like you
I
that get
have
on the internet that don't believe they need
options.
women that is
Brother,
advising young
I
men.
have
That is the
options,
problem.
brother.
No
I have
man
what you
that
don't
don't
have.
believe he
I
need a
got
woman should be giving
options.
advice about women. It's
I've got
already wrong and
options.
skewed.
Brother, I got options and I'm not in mother
No,
dick
you
prison.
don't. No, you don't.
I got
No, you
options and I'm
don't.
not in dick
No, you
prison
don't.
again. I didn't get my
No, you
growth spurt
don't.
after
No,
I
you
was a
don't.
grown ass man.
Turn your camera around and show us the rest of your
I don't
room.
have to talk about
Show
what
us the
I
rest
got
of your house.
and all this other shit. And
Hey,
you know,
hey,
and
show us the
read
rest of your
other
house.
people's
Turn your
stories
camera
to
around.
try to make my
Turn your
vocabulary
camera around. Let me
bigger
see
than
the
what
rest
I
of your
am.
house.
You can say a whole bunch of
Turn your
nothing.
camera around. Let me see the rest of your house.
Why would I, what? I'm mad at my fucking desk. How much turn around the camera? What we talking about?
Let me see the rest of your house.
I thought I had an apartment.
Let me
Is
see
this
that
the
little
kind of
shoebox.
behavior that
I thought I had
real
an
red
apartment.
pill content
I
incites?
thought I had a well, no, he's not a red pill dude. But anyway, let's get back
I
to the
am
point.
not a red. You should not be a red pill dude because you
I
say
said
you
you're not a
don't
red
think you
pill.
need
I
a
said you're
woman.
not. I
No
said you're
man,
not
no
listening.
man that don't think he need a woman should be
You're
giving
not
advice
listening.
on
I
how to
never
get a
said I
woman.
don't
You
need a
just said
wife.
you don't think
I
you
never
need
said
a
I don't need
woman.
a woman. You got to listen like you say yourself. I never said I don't need a woman. I said I don't
Yes,
need a
you did.
wife.
You don't
No, I
need a
didn't.
wife,
I said I don't need a wife. Yeah, see,
then
now
you
you
shouldn't
look stupid.
procreate. You
Huh?
don't have a wife or a woman though. You don't have a woman either.
How you know what make you think, brother? I'm 6'5", tall, handsome chocolate. What you
That
talking about?
has
You know
nothing. You
that.
reciting your height 10 times don't make you not a
Yeah,
loser.
just
You
like
a
you recited your
6'5"
money 100.
loser.
So hold on, you know the difference? You recited your money and your house and wherever the fuck you got it at 1,000
Yeah,
times. I only
yeah.
recited my height once.
But your height means
That's my
nothing. What
first
did it
time
get
me
you?
mentioning my actual height,
Your
brother. I
height
just
did not give you advantage in life because you still unwedded, you still broke, and you still don't own. So your
again,
height
brother.
gave you no advantage. You did
If
nothing with that
I'm
height.
broke,
You took
I'm
that height and
broke.
did nothing with it.
I'm broke. I'm
And
broke.
broken, broken,
I'm broke. Oh, so I'm broke. Oh, so because
and
again, I
broken,
don't,
and broken.
so how broke am I, brother?
You
How
done?
broke am I?
You done?
How broke am I? No, tell the people.
Broke enough where
Again,
your only
you
accolade
the
is being
one,
six
Mr.
five.
Money, this Mr. Money that, and
Broke enough. Your
money
only
is
accolade is you 6'5".
niggas like you,
I'm not
bro.
a
In the
nigga. I'm a
end, you
king.
end up getting yourself exposed, brother.
You
Because
a
you
nigga. I'm a king. I walk through my house in my neighborhood, my post office, my bank. I'm a king. You a nigga. You live in Georgia. You a nigga. You are the nigga. I'm a king.
you don't even listen well. You don't listen well. You said I didn't need a woman, which I never said I don't need a woman. I don't live in Georgia either. You don't listen well. See, even your
Abort your need to. Why are you trying to prove yourself to me?
I'm not
Abort
trying
that
to prove
next. Yes,
anything to
you
you, my nigga.
are.
You tried to make this personal.
Why? No. You trying to line up stats, but you can't. So just stop.
I don't need to. You the one making
All
all
right,
these
well, stop.
assumptions.
Well,
You
stop
telling
then.
me I'm broke. You
All right,
telling me
well,
I'm
you are broke.
unsuccessful.
I know a
You
broke motherfucker when I see it, and you broke. You don't even have the intent. You're not even intelligent enough to
nigga,
touch $100,000. Shut
bro, what are
up.
you talking about? So now I got 100,000. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure.
You're not even intelligent enough.
Yeah, but I'm retired at before like
You
45.
could have went to the army and broke your fucking ankle and retired and
In
be
20
on the
years,
SSI. That don't mean.
in 20
That don't
years,
mean.
in 20 years,
That
you
don't mean.
20 years don't mean shit. 20
My
years retired.
brother,
Yeah, bro,
abort
you're
the
right. Yeah,
need,
you're right.
abort the
You're right.
need to compare yourself to other
You're right,
men.
brother.
I never
You're
compare
right, man.
myself
Again,
to you
I know lesser
because there's
little
nothing to
niggas,
compare to.
lesser little
Abort
niggas
the
that have
need.
to depend on their money and they whole motherfucking everything is look what I
Okay.
got. Who's a failure ass nigga? That's a true failure because again, you
Okay.
lose that money, nigga. You are
Okay.
done. You cooked.
Yes,
Okay?
I will be
You are
you.
cooked.
I
You the
will be
same
you.
little broke nigga in your
I
mind that
will be
came to
you.
watch, as you said yourself, nigga.
I will be
And your
you.
whole life is the alleged money you got.
Okay.
Allegedly. Who knows,
Allegedly.
nigga? It's plenty
Okay.
of motherfuckers around here that's millionaires and broke.
Okay.
And you ain't even said nothing about chasing a milli. So nigga, you on the same panel I
Okay.
am. We are not that motherfucking far apart, my
We're
nigga. I
light
promise
years apart. We're
you know
eons
exactly
apart.
what the fuck I got.
I
So
do
again,
know what you
little
got.
bitty
I
ass
could
nigga,
tell your
that
energy.
little bitty nigga. Let's get back to the topic because you're gonna lose this shit on every way,
You
shape, form, and
you
fashion.
lost in
You the
life
one trying to
already.
say
I'm
big
not
bank.
comparing myself to
You don't
you.
know what the bank I got.
You
You know,
lost the minute you tried to compare yourself to another man. That's weak
I
sauce,
never
man.
try to compare myself to you, little dark skin Ti. I never did that shit. I just say you read the thesaurus, my nigga, and you like to use words that don't really
I
mean
don't
shit.
read the thesaurus. I
Yes, you
just have
do.
a diverse group of friends. I have a
Oh, you don't,
very
brother,
opulent
brother,
consortium.
brother. The
I have a
words
very
you use,
opulent
brother,
consortium. And that's how I know you don't have no money because nobody that is making money is using that lingo. You don't know how to talk to a doctor, a lawyer, a politician. You are a nigga. That's why you use the word nigga, because
yeah, you're
you
right.
are a
Yeah,
nigga.
so niggas that say niggas
You
ain't got
are a
no money.
nigga.
You're right.
You
Niggas that
are a
say niggas
nigga.
got no
You
money.
are
You're
a
right.
nigga. In every
Right.
sense of the word,
Yeah, you're
you
right.
are a
I'm
nigga
1,000%
with them
nigga.
bullshit locks in your
You know
head.
what?
Grow
I'm
up.
still
You
better
over
than
here.
you. I'm a
Okay.
nigga and I'm still better than you,
Quit
brother. I don't have to
comparing
worry about
yourself to other
and lead
men.
everything with
Fantastic.
my money and my house,
Fantastic.
my this and my
You
that
don't
and
have to
my
be better than me. Be better than yourself.
I am.
Quit saying you
No, I'm
better
better
than
than you.
me.
That's all that matters. That's
That's where you wrote.
all
That's
that
where
matters
you.
to me and that you know, me and you know, man to man, a nigga that talk about this man shit that's a little man, that's a lesser man, that's always got to talk about his pocket.
Uh-huh.
That's how we know. Me and you
Uh-huh.
know if don't nobody else know.
Okay.
I am better than you, my nigga, because I ain't got to worry about my motherfucking pocket. That's why
Okay.
you against the red pill because you a
But
tricking nigga. A nigga
why
always talk about
you
the motherfucking money he got.
comparing
That's the
yourself
first thing you
to
gonna
another
lead with.
man?
That's the first thing you gonna lead with. You paying for that marriage, nigga. That's why you still in it. You lose
Okay.
that money, you lose everything. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm good either way.
I know. I
I'm
hear
out
you.
here love with Lee. Now
I
again, let's
know.
get back to the topic.
I
Now, where
know.
you fuck up at, I know you know. And
I
again,
know.
that's why you humbling down right now, because
I'm
it's
not humbling down, but I just don't stand where fools
it's a
dwell.
man and an almost man talking. You took
I
it
don't
here. You ain't
stand
have
where
to go to
fools
what you
dwell.
took it
You
here.
a fool.
I've been
Go
going
ahead.
at it for like 6 minutes,
My nigga,
y'all. Come on.
it's a man and you are almost man. So getting back to
All
the
right. Well,
topic.
I keep that same energy when you see me.
Oh, word. What that
No,
mean?
no, guys,
Oh, word.
no.
Hey, I'm with it.
ISO.
Yeah, there we go, guys. There we go, right? I mean, once again, you know, he seems like one of those overconfident, overzealous brothers, man, that who want to lead with money. They, anytime you get into an argument, they'll always say, I got more money than you, I got this. Those guys are emotional men. Those guys come from households raised by mothers. Because once again, what does that have to do with the conversation at hand, brother? What does that have to do with the conversation at hand? And then he sits here and proves a point even further by threatening the guy to fight. And that's the issue, guys. That is the issue that we have with a lot of brothers who want to portray themselves as somebody, man, who is smart, who is in a community, who's this, who's that, but yet this is what we get, right? You're gonna sit here and you're gonna say, hey man, listen, keep that same energy. And well, you're the one who was taking jabs first. This is the issue that we have with a lot of your brothers who are raised by women who think they know what they're talking about. Until you actually sit down and have a conversation with them, then you start to see that, hey man, listen, you just a street dude who has an opinion and that's it. And that's rooted off of emotions. How about getting on Mr. Fantastic about the things he say to women and challenge some of his points? Instead of sitting over here saying, oh, well, you don't want men to sit over here and deal with women. You hate women. Did it? Like, come on, bro. Be realistic, man. Be realistic. And I mean, this is no different than the Corey Holcomb versus Anton Daniels situation. Now, of course, I was thinking about doing a video about it, but I mean, so many people did a video on it. And, you know, hey, man, listen, we're going somewhere else with this channel. I could care less talking about it, right? But when you look at Corey Holcomb and the Anton Daniels situation, once again, Anton Daniels is somebody who is into politics, somebody who's in a red pill, so he does this stuff for a living. And you have somebody like Corey Holcomb, who is just a comedian who just talks smack on radio, you know, not on radio, but on 5150 show. You know, we get that, right? But once again, how can you make the two worlds collide if one person is ill-informed while the other person is coming prepared? Right? It doesn't make any freaking sense. So then you sit here and you looking at this dude, Corey Holcomb, right? Who some quote unquote street dude come off as a hard guy who's coming over here having these conversations, and you sitting up here, you can't even have a conversation. Your politicians won't sit here and say, hey, well, you kissed the ass of so-and-so, right? Mark Lamont, here's the thing, right? Corey Holcomb could have came to the conversation with the mindset of Mark Lamont or a guy, right? I'm not saying he's anywhere on a level as Mark Lamont, but he could have had a conversation like Mark Lamont would have, right? Corey Holcomb ain't trying to have conversations like that. Corey Holcomb was trying to overtalk this man. Dang near try to belittle the man all on the damn camera, but yet you sit here and expected this man not to say anything back. So of course, Anton Daniels looking at this like, okay, I can see where this thing is going. This is not really going to be a intellectual debate. This is just going to be a yelling match. And that's what you got because of Corey. And your boy Six is no different than Corey. You're sitting up here, bro. You really don't have anything of substance to say. You just coming over here just to talk, right? To try to prove a point. When this is almost like, man, listen, we're trying to argue to understand. Maybe if you sat here and you actually did your research, you actually looked the guy up, you actually looked at some videos and looked at them all the way through, you might have a better perception of Anton Daniels. But you got what you got, right? So I mean, hey man, listen, y'all guys let me know down below. What do y'all guys think? Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.